So I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to share with you these new gardening finds that I saw at Aldi's. So they had these gnomes and different assortments of solar lights. I couldn't find the price on them, y'all, but they do have glass hummingbird feeders and an array of colors, and those were $9.99. Now what I really thought was a good deal were these square nesting flower steps. You got a total of 3, but those were $24.99 for you to display your plant. Now I am going to put the first Aldi video that we did, but I think I featured the spring wreath already. But they had this table that if you're outside on the patio and you want to put your drinks on there, you could get that, and those were $9.99. It was a tray table that you can take outside. They also had this wooden potting bench, y'all. This was a good deal to me for $39.99. I have something similar, but I thought that was a good deal. Even if you want to go outside and entertain and be on the patio, they had the bar cart. Those were $20.99. And then they had these round nesting flower steps. This was something new in my local Aldi's right here. So you got a total of 3, and those were also $29.99. And then they had this wooden plant ladder stand that was $24.99 also. And then these the trough planters, if you have like want to hang them over a balcony, those were $9.99, which I thought was a good deal because you got the liners as well. And then they just had a different array of garden tools. But stick to the end, y'all, because yes, I did end up picking these up. They went on clearance for $2.49. Now, if you're trying to get into compost, I think this is a good deal. They had a countertop compost bin for $14.99. They had some landscaping fabric right here. Those were $4.99, but this was also new in my local Aldi's. It's like a power blaster that you hook to the water hose, like if you want to clean off and power wash. They also had some geometric lanterns. They had 3 different styles right here. They're solar if you want to sit out on your patio and just enjoy, or your front porch. Those were $6.99. And then they had these propagation, I call it propagation vases right here. This is another one that I could not find the price on. And then this was a new one right here, the basket stake. These were $6.99, and they had 3 different styles for you to choose from. But remember, I said make sure you be careful of the weight, because when soil is wet, it does get heavy. And so if you need to replace your liners, they have the liners here at my local Aldi's. This one actually has the 14-inch basket with the liners, but I could not find the price on this one. I know it says $2.49, but those were just for the liners only. So I'm not sure what the total price was for the liner and the actual basket. And these are more trough liners right here. They also have the plant tower. This was similar to the Lidl plant tower right here, and I'll make sure that I link that video, but it was for $9.99. Now they had these decorative glass tables for $12.99. They have 3 different styles. I want y'all to stay to the end because I did pick one of those up. And then I had to figure out this bird feeder, like how does it really work? I wasn't sure when I looked at it, so I actually had to look at this picture right here. So you just kind of hang it from a tree, you put the bird food in there, and then that is what makes it the bird feeder. But I stood there for a few minutes, y'all, to try to figure out how does this really work. So this is something new to me because I'm used to the normal bird feeders. Again, I'm back at this glass table because stick to the end. These were like the 2. I'm like, which one should I choose? Which one? So they had 3 different styles, but I'm like, which one should I really choose for the first garden? Thing Chris said was, what are you going to do with this? Because I left it in the truck because I didn't want to bring it in. Now, make sure you're subscribed, because I will share with you all like where we're going to put it and a couple of things that we're going to put on it. But remember, in the store, I was like, I do not know which one I want, but I ended up getting the black one because I got a lot of white pots that I am going to put on it, and hopefully it'll like make the black and the white pop. I also, because I got to get some of these plants out of here too, y'all, I also went ahead and got the last 3 of these self-watering herb pots. And I think the reason why I really got these is because I just thought about the gifts that I could give to people if they were just starting to wanting to get into gardening. A lot of times when people say what should they grow, I will often say, you know, grow a herb, but grow a herb that you like. But if you don't like herbs, I always say grow something that you like, something that you don't mind looking at. And so I went ahead and got the last 3 at $2.49. Okay, and these are the self-watering ones, and we're going to set this up. And again, I'll show you once I get everything set up how it is going to look. But let me go ahead, let me get these plants out, you all. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap that subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.